Hello, today I'll be showing you how the alternate function works because in the following videos we are going to use it. The alternate function allows a specific pin to have another functionality. In the datasheet we can find the alternate function. We can go to the pinouts and pin descriptions and pin descriptions. Here I have the information about the pins. As you can see, the pins are associated to a package. So the first information that we need to know is which package the microcontroller is using. To know this, we can go to the other information schema. In my case, the microcontroller that I'm using is the F103 C8T. The letter T tells me that the package is the LQFP. So now we can go to the pin definitions, and I know that I need to use the pins described in this third column. From this table we can see that each pin has a name. So for example, the name of the pin 11 is PA1. We also know that the pin PA1 is a input and output. We also have the column called main function after reset. This column means that when we reset the microcontroller, that particular pin will have that particular functionality. In case of PA1, it will be a general purpose pin. We don't have any specific functionality associated to it. We can also give a specific functionality to a pin using the alternate functions. When using this alternate function, we have two options, the default and the remap. When we configure a specific pin to be used as an alternate function, we are going to use the default configuration. So for example, pin A1, the default configuration, we can use USART2, ADC12, and timer 2. So in the code, if we need to configure the USART2 RTS, we can use it by using the pin PA1. If we configure the ADC12 in 1, we can use it by using the PA1 pin, or if we configure the timer 2 channel 2, we can use it using the PA1 pin. Another alternate function configuration is the remap. The remap is used when you do not want to use the default configuration. So for example, if we go to the PA1, we can see that we cannot use the remap because using the remap, PA1 does not have any functionality. So the pin PA1, we only can use the default configuration. But in case of the PA6, PA7, PB0, PB1, and so on, we can use the remap. So how to use the remap function? So let's take, for example, the PB0, where the remap functionality is the timer 1 channel 2. So we need to go to the reference menu. Then we need to go to general purpose and alternate functions, and let's expand the AFIO registers. Here we have the MAPR register. This register is responsible for remapping the functionalities. So since we want to remap the PB0 to use the timer 1, we first need to look in this register which bits are responsible for timer 1. As you can see here, these bits are 6 and 7. So let's go to the description of bit 6 and 7. Now we need to find which configuration we want to use. So for example, since we want to use the timer 1 channel 2 to the PB0 pin, we need to look for the PB0 channel 2, this configuration that we want. So in this case, we need to write 1 to bit 6 and 0 to bit 7. Note that since we are using this configuration to use the PB0 as channel 2, we also saying that we want to use the PA9 as channel 2, PA8 as channel 1, and so on. Depending on the configuration we are using, we are not only changing the configuration for that particular pin that we want to use, we are changing the configuration for all the pins described in this list. And that's all you need to know about the alternate functions. I see you in the next video.